What's up? What's up? What's up, family? Peace and light, peace and love. And thank you for connecting with me. I am Shakesha, a divine priestess, a beauty mystic, and an astro-numerative intuitive. I'm also the author of Holistic Appeal. You can cop that on Amazon. This is a book that's a concise, holistic approach to get us in alignment with our most appealing self. Grab it on Amazon. I am here, and it is my intention to empower with divine beauty, wisdom, and expression so that we can shine our light and shine so bright out here. I give thanks to the divine plan of love unfolding out here in these cosmic streets. Ashe, amen. No doubt about it, y'all. I want to, before I even get it cracking, want to make sure I'm sending out so much love and light to my soul family, those that are known and unknown, those that are seen and unseen, right? I'm talking about all of those out here, the spiritual gangsters out here in these streets, man. You are so loved, appreciated, respected, and cherished. This work is so not easy out here, man. Just so many folks ain't getting it, but you be encouraged out here, huh? Keep it gangster, keep it real. Don't change who you are. Don't dim your light out here in these streets without a doubt. But let me set it off. I'm feeling good because we stepping into Pisces season right about now. Is it me, or does it just seem like Aquarius season is like super brief? It's like it shows up at the end of January and then it wraps up like in the middle. It's like they get cheated out of a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? But that Capricorn and Aquarius, Aquarius originally, I know it's ruled by Uranus, right? But originally it was ruled by Saturn. And that Saturnian energy to open up the year with Saturn, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and then bringing it into Aquarius, that gives us that double dose of energy right there. It just really helped us to get completely in alignment with the energy of this year. Now, not that it don't do that shit every year, fam. Let's not get it twisted, right? Because Capricorn and Aquarius, they just follow each other, right? But this particular year, it being an 8 year, that's a Saturnian year, that shift in that energy, it was just really complementary. And so we started seeing a whole lot of shit unfold. And down the rabbit hole we goes out here in these streets, without a doubt. So let's talk about like what's going on out here in these cosmic streets. We got, of course, we know that Pluto is in Aquarius, and we're going to start seeing a lot of revolutionary technology, because Aquarius is all about that technology, Pluto about transformation. We're going to see some big shit going down. Now, I remember back in the summertime, right? I seen these, what is the Apple Vision Pros that's out here and everything. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I know this ain't gonna be popular because we got a lot of people, they like they techie shit and everything. But I don't know about this, man. It just ain't sitting right with me. It's just not sitting right with me. Whenever we get artificial intelligence to step in and do all of the thinking for us, I think we heading down a slippery slope with that shit, fam. For real, for real. And so apparently this is a pair of goggles that you put on you, and the app is right in front of you, and you navigate it with your eyes, and you use your voice to dictate it and all of that. And so like you're getting yourself immersed in this virtual reality. It's probably super cool. I wouldn't doubt that and everything. But for me to be a regular patron of that, or any type of artificial intelligence completely taking the wheel from me. See, we're starting to move into this age of Aquarius where we need to make sure that we have a balanced approach with utilizing our technology, because this is allowing us to free up, to be more creative, to be who we are, to be able to tap in and tune out. And we can't let these devices kind of cloud, kind of close up the pineal gland and cloud our visions up, we start thinking that we don't have the ability to be able to come up with creative and innovative ideas. And so I just really want to caution folks, especially those that's really into that technology, please tread lightly, family. Please tread lightly. Now I'm going to leave it right the hell there. But yeah, so I just wanted to make sure that I spoke my piece on that. I said it. Now I'm going to leave it be. And that's what it is. But this has been an eventful year thus far, an eventful year thus far. And with Pisces, it being um that energy of now, well, let me think. See, because Pisces is that mystical energy, right? I love Piscean energy because this is when, first of all, them dreams is gonna be off the hook. That's number one. Because Pisces energy is so mystical. You know what I'm saying? It's so sensitive. It's so imaginative, right? But this is also that energy that can be clingy as well. It attaches. You know what I'm saying? This is why it's all in the realm of addictions and shit like that. But if we can really gain some insight because the sun is there, this is about, if you struggle in those areas with vices, with things that you may be attached to, unhealthy attachments and shit like that, relationships that's not really serving you and shit like that. Pisces season is an opportunity to really get some true divine insight on how you can navigate these situations successfully so that you can come out a winner on the other side. This is the wisest zodiac sign. So I definitely want to encourage all of us to get in tune with this Piscean energy. You'll find like your most influential muses, inspirations coming up out of there if you tap into this and really begin sitting with this Piscean energy. I likes it a lot. Pisces also rules the toes and the feet, right? And so one thing that you can really do is a lot of grounding work, a lot of grounding exercises. I have foot baths that I put together. I make the bath teas. I wish I would have brought, but I'm running out anyway. You can get those at prettypriestess.com. These foot baths, they have a beautiful mixture of florals and herbs, along with some cleansing salts that really will help to ground your energy and really like clear out that old stagnant energy that makes you feel blah, blah, blah. So even if you don't have like time to take that spiritual bath, because I got those too in those versions, larger, you know what I'm saying, a larger quantity of that, right? However, these foot baths right here is off the chain. And even if you can't get you no foot bath, get you a regular tub, put your feet in it, throw a little baking soda, some salt up in there and everything, and really get your grounding situation on. Oh, excuse me. It is a powerful, powerful ritual. I've been drinking this coffee, and I don't know why it's like kind of hiccuping me and shit like that and gassing me a little bit. But I mixed a little bit of Paul d'Arco, the bark in my coffee, and it definitely like raised that shit up a notch. I noticed that there's a lot of respiratory shit that was going on, a lot of throat issues. I know, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the soul family letting us know that, these are some of the upgrades that'll be kicking in and everything. However, just to make sure, because it's still, little bug going around and all of this and that, that I'm staying up on top of that and everything. This Paul d'Arco, it's a very, it's a very, what is it? It's like a vanilla cocoa-ish type of tone to the tea. You know what I'm saying? So I was wondering, man, would it be like I put that little bit of that in my tea? And it turned out really well. So I throw just a little bit, just a little handful of the Paul d'Arco in my coffee, press it on through. It's a winner. It's a hit as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah. So that's all I got to say about that. So, yeah. And uh where's that moon at right about now? I should have looked and checked in to see where that was at. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see where that's at real quick because that's important to me, at least. It's important to me. at least. Okay, the moon is in Cancer today. Oh, this is where my moon is located at right about now. And this is all about making sure that we um um keeping ourselves in a space where we are nurturing ourselves. You know what I'm saying? This is a time, you know what I'm saying? Family activities, being around the home, Cancer rules, that whole energy and everything, cooking, gardening, and all of that other stuff. This is an excellent time to tap into those. This is also a time where, like I said, we got to keep ourselves, we got to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves because Cancerian energy, you know what I'm saying, can have those emotional fluctuations and everything. So you got to really learn how to tap into that space of forgiveness, being able to let go of shit, moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Put you on some good high vibrational music and everything. And if you're like one of those cats like I am, I got a Cancer moon and everything, like my mood can kind of shift up in a little bit and everything. But when you are more in tune and more aware of how that energy fluctuates, it gives you a certain level of mastery on tapping into the energy. That's the special thing about having the Cancer moon. It makes you a lot more sensitive to the energy. So when you notice that your energy is fluctuating, if you have that Cancer moon, please know that you are just really tapped in and tuned in to the energy that surrounds you. And you be careful when you take care of yourself so that you're not so heavily affected by that. Because when you're unaware, you end up taking on that fucking energy. And you know what I'm saying? And it'll take you on a ride. So you got to really make sure that you do that. And also, connect with some good people, some soul family, some regular family, if you can hang out with them and it not be an issue. But people that just really nurture your spirit, nurture your soul, help to elevate your moods and everything like that. People that make you laugh, spend some time around those type of people because that will help definitely in raising the vibration. So I wanted to talk today about some shit I think is most gangster, which is this luminary moon guidance. The luminary moon theory, right? I call it lunar mysticism. You know what I'm saying? This is a download. I'm not even gonna call it a theory because see, it done showed and proved for me so many times. I used to call it a theory because at first, when I got this, I thought I gotta be making this shit up. But the more I started working with this, the more I started realizing there is true wisdom in the luminaries. So, this is a download that I received on this profound wisdom that the moon can expose energy within the planetary energies. Now, while studying all of the planet energies, I've been studying astrology for some time and everything. And I'm going to always be a consistent student in all things mystical, right? But at this particular time, I was studying the planet's energy and I began working with integrating those planet energies within my morning rituals and preparing for the day. So we talking about, Sunday is led with the sun and being in alignment with that energy. Monday, the moon, alignment with that energy. Tuesday, Mars, aligning with that energy. Wednesday, Mercury, aligning with that energy. So you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna get into all of that, but you know what I'm saying? The sun is really all about, exposing your best self. The moon holds the secrets of your emotion. Mars is Tuesday's energy, which is today, which reveals your most innermost desires and expressions. You want to set your intentions towards there. Wednesday is Mercury. This is all about our communication, our preferred interests, our learning methods, and everything. Thursday is Jupiter. Jupiter is about our truths, our philosophy in life, and everything. It's about growth, it's about expansion, definitely about wealth and abundance, right? Tapping in and being in alignment with that energy. What it is the next day? Friday is connected to Venus. Venus connects us to that vibration of love, how we attract, how we retain, how we experience our romances and our relationships, just relationships all across the table, but the romantic relationships as well. Saturday being ruled by Saturn, no doubt, no doubt. And this is all about, you know what I'm saying, our major life lessons, you know what I'm saying, our ambitions. Saturn also deals with that karmic energy and everything. So just being in alignment and working with those energies so that I can tap in and just really be in tune with those energies on a very unique and profound levels. And I started getting so many downloads, so many downloads. So being immersed with that energy, like I was tapping into the color, the vibe, the scent, the experience, diving so deep into the energy. It just allowed me to maximize that energy, right? And tailor a unique experience that helped me in elevating my wisdom as well as my sensuality when navigating those energies. So let's talk about the luminaries and what I'm talking about. The sun and the moon, because they're not planets, fam, they're luminaries, right? And luminaries, by definition, are natural light giving bodies. What they do is illuminate, right? So keep that in mind, because while all of the planets in our solar system, they may share the same sun, we know that it's a little different with that moon, right? Because the moon is different and exclusive to the planet that is near. So many of us have several many of the planets. I'm sorry, many of us now. Yeah, hey, let me slow down. Many of our planets have several moons, right? Some have zero moons, some have a whole shit ton of moons, right? And there's a lot of wisdom in how we can best navigate that planet energy that those moons surround. So this is found in the number of moons that's associated with each planet. And how we can really tap into that is by looking into utilizing numerology and assisting us in decoding how to navigate each energy of the planet, right? So when you want to, going through all of them and everything, I'm gonna just do a brief, quick thing. You know what I'm saying? But then what I also found out that is so damn profound, right? Is a numero tarot approach. The tarot system, I recommend if you are tapped into this mystic vibration, that you study the tarot system. It will help you on so many levels, on so many levels. It helps you to understand energetic expression, how that shows up, how people operate, how energy moves. It allows for a lot of spiritual and emotional and mental growth. And one of the things that tarot does when working with that, it's a tool that will allow you to really tap in and gain profound wisdoms. So in numerology, each number has a significant energetic expression that's associated, which gives us insights and answers for each respective planet, right? So the numbers, they also cross paths with the tarot system, right? And this gives us a deeper dive as how to navigate these planets. So what I'm utilizing is I'm going through the tarot system. Each number has a significant meaning to them in numerology, right? If you don't know, go look up some numerology and study on that and everything. 1 is about beginnings, 2 is about balance, 3 abundance, 4 stability, 5 is about movement, 6 is harmony, 7 is about consciousness and reflection, 8 is about mastery, abundance, and wealth. 9 is about fulfillment. And 10 is about like endings and completions and shit like that. Just a quick run through it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and just give a lesson on the numbers, but just so that we have an understanding on what the energetic expression of those numbers are, right? And then in the tarot system, the major arcana in the tarot system has 22 energetic expressions. Many tarot readers will tell you that the major arcana are representative of higher spiritual forces at work. I think so too. I definitely agree. This unlocks another dimension of wisdom when we're dealing with each of those planetary energies. So once you get that numerology understanding, right, and then you tap into that tarot wisdom, right, it really helps to open up and unlock some profound, profound wisdom. So let's talk about like the planets. I'm gonna run through them quickly, because I want to keep it moving today. Mercury is that planet of communication. You know what I'm saying? I deal with Mercury on Wednesdays. The colors I like to tap into are those colors like blue and greens and purples and shit like that. But you, whatever you like, however you feeling it, because see, we got so rigid where we think we need to follow the teaching. We need to follow the blueprint and do things the way that somebody taught us. And that's very true on some levels. But when it comes into making things manifest for yourself, bringing that magic in to really help elevating your understanding on energetics, you must tap in to how you interpret it and not how somebody on the damn internet or somebody in a book told you how to interpret it. But you really got to be able to connect with that energy yourself so that you can truly have mastery over it. With Mercury being that communication planet, I studied that energy and everything. And then I started to gain my own understanding. This is how I was able to do that. So, what I did is I went and, of course, I went and studied the teaching and everything. But then, as I started working with it myself, I started noticing yes, the teaching has been sound. However, sometimes, I variate. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What is it? What is that? uh, um, deviate, you know what I'm saying, off of um, what the teaching, you know what I'm saying, is demonstrating, right? Sometimes I kind of, you know what I'm saying, it varies for me. But with Mercury, it being that communication planet, I like blue, green, purple. The sense that I really like to tap into that mercurial energy is eucalyptus, lavender sense and shit like that. It helps me to really embody that mercurial energy, that air energy, right? There are zero moons, right? Zero moons. And zero is all about unlimited possibilities, inner gifts. You know what I'm saying? And it's also connected to the Fool card. And the Fool card is about innocence, about beginnings, about trust, and about hope. And so, with communication, of course, we know that Mercury, it being the energy of communication, there are unlimited possibilities when you tap in and tune in. But you got to recognize what your inner gifts are. See, and when you got to do is you got to get into a space of trusting yourself. You know what I'm saying? And being open to learn. You know what I'm saying? You got to approach that communication energy with childlike innocence many times and trusting that divine order is in place for you. Yeah. So that's where Mercury's luminary wisdom is about. Um, so the moon is also ruled by Monday. Tap in colors for me are colors like gray, black, blue. How I really connect with that scent of that moon energy is like dealing with the jasmine, the lotus type of energies. Those are really feminine and water energies. That lotus flower, I don't know what it is about that. It brings a whole nother dimension to it. That jasmine energy is just, I don't know, it just brings it home for me. You tap into this energy and figure out how that works for you. But many of our planets, they have several moons. There's wisdom as to how to navigate that and how to surround it. Now, we already know we ain't dealing with all of that because the moon is the moon. The number of moons that's associated with each planet, we can look at the numerology to assist us in navigating all of the energy of those planets. Oh, you know what? I think I went to the wrong one. Whatever. But Venus, okay, I want to talk about Venus, the love and relationships. There's zero moons for Venus as well. Venus is ruled on Fridays, right? That's the Venusian day right there. You can really tap into a lot of love goddess energy, Oshun, the goddess Hathor, you know what I'm saying? Those type of goddesses that will really help to tap you in to that Venusian vibrations. Colors that you can work with, of course, pinks, greens. I like gold. I also like floral scents like rose, gardenia, and all of that. And those really, especially this gardenia, when you are really making connections out here in these streets, you really are activating, you know what I'm saying? The the unity consciousness connection, that true Venusian vibration. Something about that gardenia for me that just really helps to shift it in there. And again, this is that zero moon. So it's connected to unlimited possibilities and inner gifts. You know what I'm saying? And really making sure that we have that childlike faith, trusting that divine order is in line, because with love, all things are possible. It's so expansive, unlimited possibilities, unlimited inner gifts can be locked with the Venusian vibration, without a doubt. The Mars energy, this is all about passion. This is about physical energy, right? It's ran on Tuesday. Mars has two moons within it itself. The colors that I like dealing with when I'm dealing with that Mars energy is like those colors in the red spectrum, the reds, the orange. I like magenta type pink, magenta type pink, and you know what I'm saying, those types of colors and everything. And one way to really tap into it for me is dealing with that cinnamon scent, that spicy scent, or sometimes I need to kind of ground it, but keep myself, you know what I'm saying, in a higher frequency, a higher vibration. That bergamot kind of brings it there for me, you know what I'm saying? But it having that two moons, two is about like having balance, you know what I'm saying? The unions and being receptive. See, this is some real true luminary guidance for dealing with that passionate energy, right? For making sure that you balance itself off. Because the opposite of Mars, which is ruled by Aries, you know, the opposite of that is Libra. And Libra is all about all about balance, right? This is that union energy, that receptive energy. It also encourages us to tap into that high priestess energy, which connects us to that wisdom, that intuitions, because your emotions may mislead you. So when you dealing with that Martian energy, that Mars energy, you really got to make sure that you're in that place, you're in a balanced place, so that you can tap into your wisdom and intuition. So you ain't out here making all these hot-headed ass decisions. You feel me? Okay. So then we go talk about Jupiter. Jupiter deals with luck, growth, expansion, fortune. The day to rock with that Jupiter energy is Thursday. How I tap into those to that energy in a big and powerful way is by wearing colors like yellow, gold. I like browns, you know, that tap into that. The greens, I like greens as well. Citrus colors, you know what I'm saying? Bring that expansive energy up. It raises my vibration. It makes me feel like on the money. Another one I can tap into in working with that is I like to combine it with like something like vetiver, patchouli, something like that, that really just, I don't know, it just brings it in. You know, sometimes I got to play with the sense, you know what I'm saying? So that I can truly dial into, you know, the specific energy that I'm dealing with when I'm dealing with Jupiter, right? But Jupiter within itself, it has 79 moons. Now, I could spend all day on dealing with that whole situation, but let's talk about it. Let's break this down, right? Because seven is the number of spirituality and consciousness. It deals with the chariot. The chariot is about our willpower. It's also about travel as well, and controlling like our opposing forces, the light and the dark side within ourselves, right? And then the nine is the hermit. And that's more about, you know, having that solitude, having that reflection and everything. But when you add that seven and nine up, it gives you the number 16. And 16 is the tower. Right? The tower is about change, about freedom, about destruction of the old. So, this is all about us really making sure that we have ourselves in a balanced space where we are tapped into our willpower, right? Making the moves that we need to make. But we got to make sure that we got our minds right, right? And sometimes what we have to do is find ourselves, you know, getting into solitude, really reflecting and everything. Because see, if you want to see your growth, your expansion, you want your money to grow, you got to get your mind right. in order for that to happen, making those moves and really taking time to be intentional about what you're trying to do. You can't just be running forward and making moves and really ain't clear on the direction you're going. This is what's going to happen for you. The 16 is that tower number. And I know they talk about how the tower is such a negative card and everything. I don't see the tower that way. See, the tower is all about changes. This is about destruction of the old. It's connected to that Plutonian energy, like it's transformative. And what transforms your life better than luck, than growth, than expansion, than fortune, and tapping into that? We talking about some serious changes in a most gangster way, I assure you, right? Let's keep it moving. So Saturn deals with the energy of structure, of discipline, of hard work, of responsibility, right? The day to deal with Saturn, well, the day that's ruled by Saturn, you deal with Saturn how you want to deal with it. I'm not here to tell you, but I'm here to tell you what the alignment is, right? Saturday, the colors that I use tapping into that Saturnian energy is colors like black and maroon. You know what I'm saying? I like purple, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But the sense that really will help and propel in me there, almost similar to Jupiter. No. Because I like those woodsy scents when I'm tapping into that energy. For me, this is what it feels like for me. It could be citrus for you, whatever. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm doing. I'm trying to get you to understand how energetically to really connect with it so that you really experience this vibration on a much more profound and useful level. You understand? That woodsy, that cedar, it helps me to tap in. It transports me there. Saturn has 82 moons. So let's break this down. We got 8, right? And 8, of course, is that karmic number and everything. You know what I'm saying? We know what 8 is all about, but it also deals with it is mastery, it's rewards, it's about progress, let's recognize the real. It also deals with the strength card. This is about inner strength, overcoming our obstacles and overcoming weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? Tapping into our courage, being persistent, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then the 2, it taps us in to the high priestess energy. The number 2 is the number of balance and unity, polarity, right? But it's also tapped into that high priestess energy, which encourages us to tap into our intuitions, our feminine energy, our emotions and shit like that, right? So when you add that 8 and 2 together, of course, it gets you to 10. 10 is the wheel of fortune. This is about destiny. This is about change. This is about an unexpected turn of events and good luck. And then if you want to break that down, which you really don't need to, 1, because 1 plus 0 is 1. You can tap into that magician wisdom that comes up out of that, right? See, because the number 1 is about beginnings, it's about manifestation, right? It's about attraction. And that wheel of fortune, or I mean, not the wheel of fortune, is the 1 is connected to the magician as well. This is about your hidden power, your magical ability, and being able to master those unseen forces. Now check, because see, Saturn is this energy of structure, discipline, hard work, and responsibility. You're going to need that inner strength to overcome your weaknesses and everything, your courage and your persistence and everything. You absolutely have to tap into your intuition so that you can have mastery over your emotions, being in tune with that feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? Because if you really want to manifest, if you really want to attract things into your life, this is what's going to help you to tap into that. The magician energy. This is your hidden power. This is your magical ability, your unseen forces through structure, through discipline, through hard work, through responsibility. It will bring you to the wheel of fortune for change, for destiny, for unexpected turn of events and good luck. But you got to be about the business. That's what Saturn is letting you know. There ain't no free rides. You're not getting around doing the work, baby. You got to be about the business of that shit. It just don't happen for you. You can't just lay back and hoping that shit manifests for you. So that's another thing I wanted to just say real quick. See, a lot of folks, a lot of times they want to manifest some things, but they don't really want to do things. You can't just simply light a candle and not be in alignment. That hard hard work, that structure, that discipline is what helps to get you in alignment for all of those things. And these are the energies that will assist you in being able to connect to that in a most efficient way. Let's talk about Uranus quickly but surely. All right. So Uranus is the planet of innovation, of change, of evolution, right? Uranus is a day, I would tap into that because see, Uranus and Saturn energy, you can tap into that whatever day of the week you want. I like to tap into Uranus energy sometime on Saturdays, you know what I'm saying? And really what helps me to do something like a little different is bringing something, you know what I'm saying, loud and wild, animal print, sparkles, iridescent, bold colors, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Fresh scents, patchouli, you know what I'm saying? Mixing patchouli and lavender together. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Another one that just really bring whatever it is that just really, you know, some people smell coffee grounds to help to, you know what I'm saying, propel them either way you want to, you know what I'm saying? However that goes, you know. But this is a very bold energy about change, about innovation, about evolution. Uranus has 27 moons. All right. So 2 and 7 is 9. 9 is the number of attainment, of completion, right? It's also linked to the Hermit card, you know, which deals with God, you know, getting that guidance, that solitude, that inner wisdom, a time for self-evaluation, right? But then we can talk about this 27 because 2 and 7, right? 2 is, of course, again, connected to that balance and that unity. 7 is about consciousness, right? So this is about making sure that you got your mind right. 7 is also connected to the Chariot card. And this is all about making sure that we are making the moves that we need to in order for those things to happen, right? It also helps us in really connecting to making sure that we're in that balanced place so that we can trust that intuition so that we can make these changes, the evolutions that's really going to happen for us so that we ain't sitting around worrying about how somebody else is perceiving that shit. We can go ahead and take charge, take authority, and take the wheel in our lives. So, yeah. So then let's talk about Neptune, because Neptune is the energy of inspiration, of ideals, of mystical inclinations, of our dreams, right? The colors that I like tapping into in dealing with that Neptune energy is like green and turquoise and pinks and golds and shit like that. I really like those energies with that. Now, I like to deal with Neptune on Friday, maybe Monday. It's all depends, you know what I'm saying? Because those is really magical days for me. So that's where I rocks with that Neptune. You put it wherever it is that's, you know, optimal for you as well. But let's talk about how many moons, how many luminaries, where the wisdom is at in that Neptune vibration, right? There are 14 moons around Neptune, right? And 5, 1 plus 4 is 5, is the number for travel. It's the number for action. It's the number for change, right? 5 deals with the Hierophant. This is about spiritual authority, leadership, traditions, and institutions, you know? So that's a powerful thing right there. But then let's go to the 4 plus 1 because the 4 deals with the emperor. This is about mature masculine energy, material success, leadership. The 1 is the magician, which taps into our hidden power, our masculinity. You know what I'm saying? That masculine energy. That's it. That's what I'm talking. You know what I'm saying? You know, magical ability, mastering unseen forces and inner guidances, right? So when we step into that emperor energy, you know what I'm saying? Leadership energy. And we do this by tapping into our hidden powers and our magical abilities. We can master these unseen forces. This is when we start tapping into the Hierophant energy, right? The Hierophant energy is about leadership and spiritual authority. So you got to have mastery, you know what I'm saying, over You got to be able to take the wheels. You got to have master over your spirit in order to really deal with your highest ideals, inspirations, and everything. You ain't got your spirit right, baby. You know what I'm saying? You chasing waterfalls. I promise you this, right? One of the numbers, one of the tarot card wisdoms that I really thought was truly profound that assist us with being able to connect with this Neptunian energy that's going to help us to be in alignment with our inspirations, our ideals, true inspirations, ideals, mystical inclinations. You know what I'm saying? Getting the most out of our dreams and everything is dealing with that principle of temperance. Temperance is all about moderation, all about acceptance, about harmony, about resolution, about cooperation, also about patience, right? See, when you really want to see things start really working, start shifting into your life, you got to bring these things into harmony, right? So that you can really get those things that you need from your dreams. You know what I'm saying? This is about doing the work on a deeper level, but you have to take that emperor energy, right? Take the lead, take that magician energy and tap into that hidden power so that you can be that spiritual authority that demonstrates temperance, harmony, resolution, and patience in your life. And this is what's going to affect some mad changes within your life for Neptunian energy, without a doubt. All right, let's see where we at. Now we got Pluto, and now we know that Pluto hit up in Aquarius last month, right? And Pluto is that energy about death, about rebirth, about transformation. You know what I'm saying? It deals with the unconscious, right? This is all about, a lot of that eighth house energy. You know what I'm saying? Scorpio is ruled by this Plutonian energy, Mars and Pluto, but I'm telling you, Scorpio feels more Pluto for me. You know what I'm saying? And Scorpio energy, I like to deal with it on Tuesday as well. It's that Mars, it's that let's get her energy and everything, transformation, I don't know. And it also touches that Saturnian energy too. You know what I'm saying? That's Saturday energy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I'm experiencing it. But Tuesday is the day I typically like to really work with that energy as well. I like to really tap into purples, burgundies, colors like that to really, especially, I don't know what it is about that purple that just really like makes the connection. You know what I'm saying? Really, really makes that connection and everything. But that's just how I'm seeing it, how I experience and everything. And since that varies from time to time, as far as that's concerned, it varies from time to time, but it's always something that's bold, something that's spicy, something that just really helps me make shit happen. You know what I'm saying? The oriental spectrum of colors, the spice, the musk. You know what I'm saying? Those particular types of scents are what really helps me to tap in and tune in to that energy as well. There are 5 moons that surround Pluto. Pluto, again, is that number of travel, of action, of change, right? Tapping into that energy of taking action, because you got to, in order for you to be able to experience rebirth, transformation, and to let shit go, you got to be open for change. You got to be able to take action, and you got to be able to make moves. And you do this by being in tune with your values. So you see, the Hierophant energy is about that spiritual authority. See, when you got your spirit right, this is when your mind is right. And when your mind is right, your spirit is right, and your mind is right, the actions that you make is going to be more in alignment with the path that you go on. You understand what I'm saying? This is going to allow you to take full command, full leadership, tapping into those things that you values most. You must have your values in check in order to truly navigate this Plutonian energy. If not, you in for some powerful lessons, because Pluto does not fuck around. It is the gangster of the planets. I promise you this. And this is why I call this about spiritual gangsters, because this is where the real work gets done. Dealing with this Pluto energy, this energy of transformation, dealing with those unconscious things that's in our mind, the unhealed shit that we keep reviewing in our mind that's that dictates how we navigate our day-to-day responsibility. It is why you being triggered. Now we know the moon energy. We can look at all of the other planets and everything, but this Pluto energy right here, this is where you get to shift that shit. This is where you get to make some true changes in your life. This is how you change your life, by tapping into this Plutonian energy and really allowing it to transform you. But you must have your values in check, in order. You heard what I'm saying? So let me say, so that's all that I have, dear. I just wanted to share this luminary guidance and encourage you to dive deeper into numerology, the tarot system, and being able to utilize that as another tool that will really help us in navigating these energies so that we can gain mastery over our lives and navigate this shit, right? Things are not fucking happening to us, they're happening for us. And we all are presented with obstacles, with challenges that we face within our lives. But if we have all of the assistance, all of the guidance that the divine provides for us, we should be able to navigate all of those challenges, all of those obstacles successfully. But you got to be in tune with your star player, no doubt. Let's see who's coming through. I don't even know if I can pronounce this. Let me see. Latsotetzel is this one. This goddess is called the Filth Eater. Her message is look within, be honest with yourself, and then you will be freed. There it is right there. That's that luminary wisdom, the wisdom of the moon. This lunar mysticism is going to help us to be able to keep it a buck 50 with ourselves at the end of the day. Get that healing that we need, get that wisdom that we need, get that divine guidance that we need so that we can move forward, jumping timelines to our highest, greatest, most gangster, most beautiful, most righteous timelines so that we can really be out here showing our ass to all of those lower energies out here in these streets that think they got to win. They do not. I give thanks for the divine plan of love that's unfolding out here in these cosmic streets, in these spiritual streets. No doubt about it. I want to send you so much love and so much light. Thank you for listening. Peace and light. Peace and love.